Sri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Page number 280 and 281. We had seen how, turning our attention inwards, we could, to a larger extent, counter the way we are affected by the factors of time and space. When we are asleep, we have no jnanam or awareness of being aware of time and space. But to be aware while not asleep and also not being affected by time and space in what people like Thai Manavar call Thungamal Thunguvade, to mean to sleep without sleeping. Please note that it is neither sleepless nights nor dreamless sleep, but resting in jnanam, relieved of the burden and binding effects of time and space in complete bliss. Then there is no event of any magnitude which could agitate you. Set aside the discussion about Dvaitam and Advaitam. They are not needed just now. What do we need now? We need Shanti, peace, quiet, period. Many things, good and bad, affect us. So we laugh and enjoy, or cry and suffer. Both are avoidable affectations only. Both seem to be overdose, of which we seem to have enough of. Even laughter, after certain limits, can cause stomach pain. After dancing and celebrating, we do long for peace and quiet. Often we end up asking ourselves as to why can we not be in the same unaffected by the ups and downs of life. Ravana is supposed to have had 10 heads. Look at the number of assumed poses we have to sport in this one face in response to every other person whom we came across in life. Do we ever get to know whether we are happy or otherwise? The problem is real, affecting everyone of this world, whether they are rich or poor, powerful or powerless, young or old, single or married, or many times divorced. Whatever the caste, religion, nationality, language, whatever the position or status. What we need is neither Dvaitam nor Advaitam, though I am saying so myself. We wonder as to what is the solution for this. If you carefully analyze as to how to guard against being buffeted about hither and thither, one thing becomes clear. If we ask ourselves as to why the news about Congo war became less affecting, we can see that with greater gap in that space, its power to affect our minds is less. Similarly, when we investigate as to why we cried so much when our father died, and as to why we are not as deeply affected now, we still know that it is the time gap between the event and self that reduces the event's influence over us. So, to be unaffected by the events, we should train our minds to look at any happening as though it is happening far, far away in space and time, preferably both, since it is clear that neither happiness nor unhappiness is permanent or absolute, but only temporary and relative. If you catch hold of an eternal and absolute, all varieties of influences will weaken and diminish. You will get to look like a rock, unaffected by the vagaries of weather as well as events. This is how we can bring in Albert Einstein's theory of relativity into spirituality. After all, he also speaks of the same effect as time and space. For me, it looks as though the essential message of the Upanishads is to show us the way of getting over the intensity of how these events of the world are affecting us. If our urge to get related is intense and sincere, to that extent, the Upanishads can assist us in reaching the destination. We do not have to run to a secluded spot in the forest or mountains. Actually, a man is planning on colonizing Jivan, the interplanetary space. No place on earth is secluded enough. The very concepts of time and space teach us as how to get over this. All that we have to pray to God is that the right attitude of the mind and heart. so that here and now we stop overreacting the situations. What is it to mentally push the immediate events to a far off place in space and distant spot in time? That is the power to control the dimensions of space and past, present and future. At the very beginning of Ishavasyopanishad, it says that Atma moves but also does not move, that it is very far away, but it is also very close, it is within and also outside of everything. By juxtaposing the events or things within time and space and out of time and space, the Upanishads is egging us to get over the tyranny of time and space. That is, next few mantras, by telling us that the entire gambit of time and space is within each one of us, within ourselves, our own Atma. The Upanishad is telling us to see the truth that you are not in the world, but the world is in you. Then it is the talks of how you as Atma, the omnipresent, and that way beyond space and time, and that you as Atma is a portioner of time, and so beyond time. In total, the misery, puzzle, or conundrum of the time and space is concerned only for the modern day sciences, but also the Vedas. Science is still groping at the truth. Vedas have directed us towards ways and means of mastering it and affirms that it can be individually tested and tasted. Sri Gurubhyo Namaha Hari Om. Rama 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 Rama.